My accounts were hacked. My accounts don't accept the hack friend requests. My account ran my server. My account got hacked, which is at So recently Discord did an update where you can log into your account by scanning a QR code instead of having to type your password. It just speeds up the process of logging into your account on different devices and that sort of stuff, but people have been freaking out. Even I at some point made an announcement about it to a server, but after I sat down and thought about it for a minute, I realised that it literally makes no sense and there is no reason to worry. Probably. The worry seems to be that someday someone's going to message you randomly out of the blue and be like, hey, do you want free nitro or something? And you're going to be like, oh hell yeah. And then the person will send you a QR code, you'll scan it, and your account's hacked, lamau, you suck.
Wrong.
The problem with this is that this is not how QR codes work at all. So to first see why you probably shouldn't be worrying about this whole QR hack thing, let's go ahead and look at the definition of QR. So QR code means a machine-readable code consisting of an array of black and white squares, typically used for storing URLs or other information for reading by the camera on a smartphone. This basically just means it's another way to interpret data, if that makes sense. It's another way for your phones to read data. So let's say you're already logged onto Discord on your phone, but you want to log on your brand new laptop that you just got for Christmas. So you get your phone, which you're already logged in on, and then you go to the settings menu, you press scan QR code, and you scan the QR code that's presented to you when you try and log in on your laptop. Here is where the misconception lies, because that QR code does not contain any form of information that is sensitive to your account at all. In fact, each time you load up the Discord login GUI, the QR code displayed on the right hand side is different each time. It's pseudo-randomly generated. Sure, it's a graphical representation of data, but it's nothing sensitive to your account, and when you think about it, why would it be? Because when you load up the Discord login, you're not logged into Discord at that point. The application has no idea who you are and therefore has no data of your account. So if there is no recollection of your account to the application that is open displaying the QR code, why would any data about your account that could be used to identify or authorize you be stored in that QR code? It wouldn't exist. And don't forget, the whole functionality of logging in with these QR codes on Discord only works on the assumption that you are already logged into your Discord account on your mobile phone. Basically what I'm trying to say is that the QR code is not account specific at all, and it contains no sensitive information whatsoever. It would be impossible for it to hold any sort of data that could be used to uniquely identify your accounts. There is no correlation between the pseudo-randomly generated quick response code and your accounts. All the QR code is in this instance is a prompt. That's essentially all it is. So I did a quick test with my friend. I basically logged out of Discord on my laptop and I took a picture of the QR code and sent it to him in our DMs. I asked him to scan the QR code using Discord to see what would happen at both our ends. On my end, as soon as he scans the QR code, my end changed ever so slightly. So instead of the QR code, it was his profile picture. And on his end, his app was trying to ask him to verify that he was the one physically sitting in front of a computer trying to log in. So from this, what can we conclude?
Everything is fine!
This was completely safe. I mean, at no point did I have access to his account at all. The most I could do was see his profile picture. So in order for this to be a breach of security in the slightest, I would have had to, one, be conned in giving somebody, namely him, my QR code, and then two, I would have had to click yes on my Discord app when it basically said, hey, is that you trying to give your account access to another device? Are you sat in front of that computer? So that's completely safe. There is no chance that could happen unless the person genuinely has no idea what is going on. Which is why I said you probably don't need to worry. The actual QR sign-in process itself is not a danger at all. It is perfectly safe, as I've shown. But the weakest part of any computer system is always the end user. Sharing your QR code is perfectly fine, you can do it. It changed each time, and after my friend had clicked cancel on his Discord app, I asked him to scan the QR code again, and it didn't work. What do you know? The only danger is when the user has no idea what's happening and they don't read what their app is telling them. So whilst you can give your QR code to other people and it's not really a security breach at all, it's obviously a pretty dumb idea to do so, and I would highly advise against it. But even if that does happen, Your account is only compromised as soon as you press the button to log into Discord on somebody else's device, and surely at that point common sense takes over. As you can see right here, authentication is performed by the smartphone which contacts the server. In this case, it will be one of the various Discord client servers. The QR code is not special at all. It contains no sensitive information, no special data. All the authentication takes place on your phone. All the QR code is a quick prompt to speed the process up. So if we look here at Nuda's Discord server, you'll see that this head admin, which I'm going to blur all the names out for, has put this in an announcement to say, "Hello everyone, if you value your Discord account, I strongly recommend you read this message. Do not under any circumstances scan a QR code using Discord's latest QR code scan feature if anyone sends you a QR code to scan claiming that it's a Nitro gift or a prize or something similar." Now that in itself, sure, is pretty good information. It should be common sense, because sometimes, as I said earlier, QR codes store URLs, and URLs are basically just locations. So potentially you could scan a QR code and it could lead you to some other website, and the user themselves ends up installing some sort of Trojan or some other form of spyware. So generally, as a rule of thumb, sure, I'll accept that as good information. However, down here is the sort of announcements that I have problems with. Discord recently introduced logging in via QR code, which is pretty handy whenever the desktop version randomly decides to log you out. However, as you may have noticed, a small exploit exists, so I'll say this up front. Never, and I mean never, scan a QR code for Discord related gifts or prizes, including Nitro giveaways, through the Discord mobile app, ever. You are not redeeming the prize, you are giving someone full access to your account regardless of two-factor authentication. So this is just completely false. I mean, this is misinformation. It's a lie, because as we've just shown, we've just demonstrated, this is just computationally incorrect. In order to give somebody full unadministrated access to your account using this QR code system, you would have to sit there on your phone and say, yes, I am trying to log into Discord on a different device. So I get what they're trying to say. Some sort of attacker could easily log off their Discord account on some device and send a picture of the QR code to another user. And that user is supposed to scan that QR code and theoretically give the attacker full access to their account. Yes, that eventuality is possible. But at the same time, it really isn't, because common sense would dictate that the user would see the message saying log in and then think, no, I probably don't want to do that. And this isn't the only server that I'm seeing this exact message in. Let's go look at another one. So this is another community Discord server that I happen to be in, and it's the exact same message. And again, it's just false. It's not correct. So if you ever see an announcement like this or something to this degree of effect, please just disregard it, because I promise you, this is false. At least the concern is not at all like the way this message portrays it to be. I'm pretty sure it's just some like chainmail stuff, because I've seen this exact announcement in so many different servers. And it's frustrating, because people who don't necessarily understand computing or the way that data handling works or QR codes work will probably buy into this, and they will probably just see this as common sense, because if you don't know a lot about computing, yeah, it makes sense. If I scan this code, I'm letting someone onto my account, but in actuality, that's not at all how it works. I really hate it at this bit where it says you'll have to be extremely cautious about this until Discord adds a notice to their app, because, oh my god, that's literally what they do when you scan the QR code, I swear to god. That's a notice to say that you're logging in. Oh my god. 3, 2, 1. So just to clear up, this isn't really a security concern at all. You have no need to be worried about this whole Discord QR hack stuff. It's probably not intentional, but this is just a whole chainmail of misinformation, because people evidently don't really understand how the process works, and I hope this video will clear that up a bit. If you do happen to see an announcement like this or like this, you know they're the exact same, in any Discord server, it might be a good idea to share this video in a non-spammy way, because I wouldn't want my views getting up. Just to make sure the word of mouth gets around a little bit more, so people don't get all scared and paranoid about this sort of stuff in the future. Other than that, this has been this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. That would help me out a lot. I work so hard on these videos, so it would mean a lot to me. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.